Welcome to Fitness Coder. Today we have another interesting problem. It's called plus one. It's one of the favorite of all interviewers because it has been mostly asked in product-based companies. And as the problem says, they're given one array to us and we have to add one to it and we have to return the answer array. Here in example one, we can see digits are given 1 to 3. After adding 1 to it, it becomes 1 to 4. Example 2, 4321 becomes 4322. So it looks simple, right? But it gets trickier as the cases goes forward. So as always, this video will also be divided into two parts. First one will be the approach to it. Second one will be the coding part. So to explain cases, I have taken this example into separate tab. Here, case 1, case 2 and case 3. Every time the game is dependent on this last digit or this last index of every array. So based on that, the cases are there. So if we are adding 1 to it and it doesn't go beyond 9, then it falls in case 1. Here after adding 1 to 3, then 1 to 3 becomes 1 to 4 and we can return that 1 to 4 as an answer. 1 to 9 after adding 1 to it becomes 130 because 9 plus 1 becomes 10. That remainder will be at here and carry will be added to the next bucket of the array. So how we are dealing with that? Because if sum comes up as 10, then at that time we have to take care of carry. What happens with carry? It will be like sum divided by 10 and the answer that we need to store at digits will be sum mod 10. So similarly we have done here 1 to 9, 10 mod 10 will become 0. 0 is written here, carry will be forwarded to the next bucket. But what happens if the case 3 occurs? If all are 9, in that case if we keep on adding 1 to it, it will be 10 10 again, and at one time the array size will get exhausted. At that time we have to update this array size and we have to return the updated array size as an answer. So to go ahead with the approach, what we will do, we will take one pointer here which will point to the last index of the array. We'll keep on decrementing it until 0 and we will keep on considering the carry and the elements that we are encountering in our way between. So for approach purpose, what we would need one carry, then we would need one sum to keep on adding sum to it, and we need one index, so to iterating further till 0. So this was all about the approach. Let's get started with the code. Here as per approach, what we have written, we need one carry. We need carry starts at 0, then we need sum initialize with 0, again one index. Here index, what we have said, index will keep at the last index of the array, I meaning pointer. So index will be at digits dot length minus 1. And what we have to do, while this index is greater than equal to 0, until then, sorry, until then we have to keep on adding sum. And sum, how we are calculating it, in digits last index we are adding 1. Here first we have to check whether this sum is less than 9. If it is 9, as the case 1 here, so we have to just add or 1 to it and return this answer. So sum will be like 3 will be there in the last index, and after adding 1 to it, it becomes 4. We just have to return it. So if sum is less than 9, then digits of last index will handle this sum. And what happens if it is greater than 9? In that case, this operation will come into picture, this one. So here sum is greater than 9, we have to take care of carry and the digit index. So carry will be like sum divided by 10 and digits index will be sum mod 10. Sum mod 10. Yeah. And once we have done with the last index, we have to decrement the index. But here we need to take care of one more thing, that we have to add this index to the last of the digit or last of the index of the array. Once after adding 1 to it, we don't need to add 1 repeatedly of every bucket of the array. So here we need to put one condition, that if index is pointing to the last of array, then only add 1. Otherwise sum will be get calculated. Wait, will be calculated by considering carry. And once we are done with all of this, what we have to do, we have to check if this carry, after adding this to it, we have to update this carry to 0 also, and we have to check in the end if the case 3 occurs. This case 3 here, if it occurs, in that scenario you have to check, because if all the elements are been considered, the array size will be exhausted and the pointer may seem have gone beyond the array limit, like beyond the 0, it might have become -1, and carry would be 1 remain, right? So after adding 1 to the last index of the array, the carry will still be 1. We have to check that here. If carry is 1, what we have to do, we have to take a new array and we have to update its length here. Similarly, we are updating its length and we're adding this carry 1 to it, and our digits array will be pointing to that array. So what I am doing here, the digits array was this previously, and the new array will be this. So what I'm doing, digits previously would have been here. I removed this digits from this part and have appended this digits here to the new one, so that it would be pointing to the updated one, and once we return it, the next one or updated one would be returned. Here we are doing return digits. So I think we are good with the code. So let's try running it and see how it goes. Okay, it is cool with the traditional approach and the traditional example. Let's go ahead with another test cases. It's working fine with those as well. We'll check with our case 3 here, 9991. So 9 comma 9 comma 9. We'll check how it goes, how it works. So I'm removing all others. Let's try running it. Yeah, it's working fine as well. Let's try submitting. Yeah, okay. 0 millisecond. Good. So yeah, that was all about this video. If you're new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.